Entertainment Show. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
Good morning, Accra. Good morning, Ghana. And to those watching us on Facebook, good morning to you all around the world. Welcome to the Best Entertainment Show on OK 101.7 FM. I am your host within the Halifax and Sam.
Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
And this man I'm talking about, Osha Siache. Wow, in this country, sometimes we take things for granted.
Let me hear you say.
So when my production team informed us, we interviewed D Black. I say, oh really? Well, yeah, he deserves it. He's a big boy. So let me read about him again, and I realized that wow.
I like that.
I think we've not been fair to D Black as an industry.
You say.
This gentleman is a superstar, a real achiever. But we hardly celebrate our own. Back for B. When you're at B and Cabano, send our call Rich Church School. That's all the every chocolate to me to have his no. Then from D Black School, the gentleman Rich Church School, the gentleman continued to Pope John Secondary. He went to University of Ghana. He did BFA in Theatre Art and Music. He went to University of Cape Coast. That's his first degree in economics. I see. Well, that is how the world is. Data and see, you have 50 cities, 50 pesos data. You also install them. But that man has his first degree in economics from University of Cape. And he did his BFA in Theatre Art and Music, University of Ghana. Whoa. I remember in 2009, D Black and Kweku Mikaipa.
Let's go.
Quite recently, we and BET Awards and WAPE Awards. We are winning awards. Really? Mwafin Amonya BET Awards. Way back 2011. And a D Black winning Best International Artist of the Year BET Awards. D Black back when you
You're so spectacular. Hey, spotted you from far, but no binocular. Hey, if English is not too good, we can speak vernacular.
Don't worry.
Hey.
The questions will start coming soon.
Sure.
Nancy, I see Papa Bia common awards, or a fake award, D Black Pay Awards, Sonia Awards. That really? So let me see if I can take you through some of his awards and nominations. Just some.
The one that's really gonna nurse you. Take you from a Z to an A. You special. How you glow and shine like a bezel.
So let's start from 2009. Semekaya. The gentleman has over 60 nominations worldwide.
Let me take you from a low to high your mobile phone.
And he's won most of them. 2009 Channel Music Awards for Best West African. 2010 Ghana Music Awards Hip Life for Song of the Year, Music Video of the Year. The same 2010 African Music Awards for Music Video of the Year. I think 2010 was a great year for D Black. The same 2010 African Music Awards London for Music Video of the Year. The same 2010 Channel Music Video Awards South Africa for Best Hip Hop and Best Music Video. The same 2010 Sound City Music Awards Nigeria for Best Collaboration and Best New Video. As for that 2010 Foresight Music Video Awards, overall Best Video, Best Storyline in Video, Best Directed Video, Best Collaboration in Video, Best Group Video. 2011 Ghana Music Awards for Hip Hop Hip Life Artist of the Year. And it's gone. My brother also. And remember, I'm still at 2010. He has 2011, 2012, 2013, 20. How come 2014 one year? Strange. 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. If I say I'll start reading the Blacks Awards, Yenyan started questions. No. Before I introduce him, and I open his microphone, he has a new one out. Bosco, my friend, shall say why. Before you realize, Yabisa no questions, and then the song gets them 2 minutes. Let's do this, please. Black has a nice hideout somewhere in Cantonment. I think just behind the police headquarters, home baby. Onyx. I don't know how he does it too. I mean, I don't know how he gets the people into that part of town at night. NJ Pani. Poolside party after party. You find D Black himself with his guys and those beautiful ladies partying at Onyx. Onyx pub, nightclub. I would ask him about it. What is the difference between Onyx and Oasis? Is it the same thing? When do we run Onyx? When do we run Oasis? Me do hono muka muka. Mbei a hudru. Slim, succulent, fresh, juicy. Nadia, if you say May slim ones, no more say dross, no more kukru a basin be. Candles, so minim the woman at this sparkle light. Pay, say, hey, then a deep black moye. His club is a place that you forget yourself and go crazy. And see, none of me call me say, well, let's try it. Now, Miss Roka cry. I'm on the bill no buy and no very affordable. I was like, really? I think it's the best thing happening in that part of town now. If not heard about it, it's the Onyx. D Black.
Yes, boss.
No, Aquaba. I'll come to Fala. Let's start with Onyx. What do you do there? The place is always jiving, vibing. We do what? I mean, it's like a paradise on earth. We are not saying.
I've owned Onyx for about 3 years and some months. And then there's a lounge Oasis, which is next door. I also had that for about 2 years.
Production team, find the mic and that about 4 years say and now moon serving no sushi or sushi pa.
Okay, fam. Okay.
Oh, nasa sushi a Japanese meal. Did you say 3 years? I thought it was in 2016 that you started this.
Yeah, 3 years and some months. It was October 2017 or 2016 October.
September, October
or November.
September.
November.
Oh, okay.
So it's been 3 years, 10 months.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Oasis has been about 2 years.
Dibla, congrats.
Thank you.
Some of us, we are night animals. We party. And then for you to run that place for 3 years and a few months and it's still consistent despite this COVID thing, there is something working for you.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the club is closed because of the COVID restrictions.
But the party around the poolside is even more than the club, bro.
That's open air, so Oasis is open, but Onyx is closed for now.
So the one beside the pool is the Oasis.
The poolside is Oasis.
How do you get the girls there?
I mean, it's a fun place, you know. So
there are fun places all over this country. What is the trick?
You have a good time, you know, and it's a safe environment, and security is there, and the music is great. The DJs are amazing. I'm there with my friends. A lot of celebrities come through, you know, so it's fun.
And then who said that advertisers say you pay this type of girls, succulent, fresh, juicy, with the breast standing, nipples pointing, who know how to. I'm saying what I saw with my eyes, always smiling. I mean, is this something? How do you? I mean, we audition.
But not everybody is like that. It's different types of people. Not everybody looks that way.
Those who carry the champagne are mecano.
Oh, they're called bottle service ladies.
Bottle service ladies.
Yeah, so when you buy drinks, they present it to you.
They black the day they will stop coming there. That is the end. Remember, hobby.
They work there. They are models, and this is like a job for them.
And they are so friendly. You know, they make you feel at home.
You thank God.
Let me continue this way. A CEO hospitality industry no client service you're poor.
Yeah.
No training because look, we've gone around the world a bit. Your people are good.
Yeah. Before you start working there, you go through some sort of training.
Okay.
This hospitality field is where my mother worked all her life.
Okay.
So growing up, she was head of quality assurance at Ghana Tourism Board.
I see.
Kind of
Aha.
pick it up from there.
It means you yourself, I don't know what you see.
Yeah.
Aha. I'm not because you're my guest today. I've told people that there is something about D Black's place. People are courteous, they are smart. It is not easy to control about 100 drunk people at the same time.
Yeah. It's not easy.
And do that every other night. And
Yeah, it's not
you
easy.
get one. And yeah. And what about the those with the purchasing power? I see a lot of people buying good drinks. They don't buy one, they don't buy two. They buy-
Yeah, I have some great customers that have been around for a very long time, so I'm happy about that, and it's been consistent for 3 years and change. So
trim na with Diana because I don't really see you marketing the place loud. Yet anytime you go there, actually.
no, you don't have to market it loudly to attract the people that you want.
Okay.
It's a targeted audience, so you don't market loudly.
Oh, Charlie is a place to be.
Thank you.
If you're listening to me and you've not been there, Charlie, try D Black's place. Just behind the police headquarters on the road leading to what's the name of those restaurants? Gold Coast.
Yeah, right across from Gold.
I mean, it's a nice place. Thursdays.
Wednesday to Sunday.
I mean, Thursday is my day, man.
All right.
I say, and you bring so esim.
Esimu.
Mama Safo akwaba. Safo, mama akwaba.
Yeah. Na adie de obaka se nia wo ye LPM.
Well, he deserves it.
Yeah.
Wow, if we can sit here and say, oh, me call honum, customer service here poor. If somebody gets it right, my impress in the panel.
I get you, but I'm surprised how your LPM is sounding to me like disturbing.
I don't get the meditation.
Me, that is
on person young kumbibri.
like disturbing and so again now okay.
They black son or cause that about.
I'm grateful.
And it's a no kasa.
Onusa. Oh yeah, D Black.
Oh, mentias here. Certainly did the Desmond.
Oze.
Any initial.
Say na okasa, say no yeah. Na despite all the hype, I feel say to me, you know, coming from you, I think you are one person.
Oh, you know me, I don't pamper people. I don't sugarcoat it. I mean,
you know,
if you can't pay bail wise, I say they didn't bill wise. I mean, I won't. But the place is nice. Safo, look, it's if you go to Potsdamer Platz in Berlin, the type of quality service you get there, it's the same thing you get here. I'm telling you.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you compare Berlin? No?
Yeah,
taste.
It's taste.
Okay.
Style, class.
When you say, can on any share any place now, or is it a studio at
Black Music Avenue?
When need that in me, imagine.
Debbie. Where dear Reggie Honum no?
Yeah.
Police station Nechi.
Right next door.
Exactly.
Wow.
Now, Chema, you would underrate the place. You don't know something is going on there. And for people like you, don't go there at 10 p.m. with your train 12.
Agbanaje.
1. That be Agbasandi. 12. 1.
Helen Bizam say, will I go there?
But on a more serious note,
are you agreeing that when we come from your friend say Ewutu,
Saturday night,
your bar, your bar,
I think we should try it. Just for you to believe what I'm saying. Would you say who feel a man who hype? But I'm telling you, so BCO, there is no nightlife in Accra. It means they don't know where to go.
Yeah.
This guy is
those who have organized the places near see your corner are speaking like this. How will we go there?
Safo Onkadeng.
He's not bothered.
Safo Onkadeng.
It's not that I'm not bothered, but I'm very laid back. You know, I'm not very. I'm a very laid back person. I've always been like this.
You see the way we
Now, D Black here, sir, laid back attitude, no, and how we be must see, oh, D Black on peso be konipim. Oh, D Black.
No, I'm always out. I'm always out. Always at my place. Always.
He's always at his place. He's always out. Okay, you know, minimum so become baby. I'm always at my place.
Yeah,
Halifax. Like no me like a bluffon you come no koto mo kuna keleje tacholete.
No, he grew up here.
I never knew.
Hey!
All along, through it, all along. Yeah, you know, born in like African Katabi. Thinking like, oh yeah, for real.
Me money tattoo no. Nene koko no dada.
Forget about the tattoo. I mean, the way he carry himself and everything. That's what we are talking about. Because in like all along, he's coming from there.
No.
I won't lie to you. It's a fact.
But Halifax, how can a laid back person withstand this thing of just sit there and then knock a all this while?
It's not really painful, you know.
D-Black, how many tattoos do you have on your body?
Yeah, about 24.
24 tattoos.
Most of them are Bible quotations.
Which parts of your bodies do we have the 24 tattoos?
My arms and my chest.
Just that?
Yeah. Hey, where again? Halifax.
Oh. I ask questions for a living, bro. You know which one. And did you say tattoos no more in ya?
It depends on what you're doing and who is doing it. You know, the locally made tattoo machines will be painful.
Okay.
But then if you're doing it with somebody who understands and who's up to date, they use like the needles that are not as
okay.
painful, yeah.
Yes.
I don't have your meaning.
I'm so happy she said it in Gansi. Or more thing can say that also. Nah, question would be say dear. D-Black, did you say your tattoos? No, most of them your Bible quotations.
Yeah.
Bible quotations says yeah, as of when no see tattoo your demonic na we tattoo na we antichrist we promote satanism.
We all fall short of the glory of God.
Meaning?
We all fall short of the glory of God.
And see,
I'm a very I'm very spiritual and I'm Christian. And the first thing for me is God. And these are like Bible quotations that I relate to and believe in.
Na Bible quotations you relate to and believe it. Won't pejo tabi na untrongum na untrinu baba kakra na uhuna na obetro quotations nego.
Me also pay tattoos, so I like tattoos.
And see, we suffer in country would that say, oh, we tattoo you dear, we tattoo into won't go heaven just because you've tattooed your body.
No pastor has ever said that.
Really? You wouldn't see the answer say that church is against.
I've heard it before. I think it's in the Bible like that.
Na sade wo Bible mo say my nya tattoo. Who's we a Christian? We had.
Mo say Bible na my every
And in an unforgiving God. Hey, forgiving God. So whatever that he has done in the past, because when say you see a duani way cry, see bosom ano krana. Yours is to just pray, believe, say, Nyami Eddie Achel. So whatever he has done, me, you know, I feel say he said he's a Christian, and I believe it. Nyami Achel, there is nothing to worry about.
I think in the Bible, can I say a man shirt trousers?
There be another young can say.
There
be or see a mema dear beginning of creation. Adam ni our more.
A man shall not wear that which is of a woman, and a woman shall not wear that.
Listen. We always get that thing wrong. Because those get it wrong. You and I, because Santa dear, no, we all wear robe those times, you know. We have unisex and mema dear, any ma dear. Those times we did not have the cars and things. We did not have trouser. We man design trouser and all those things. We have a ma flap, any a mema flap. So sitting there, so you can tell me I can mazi. Ninki nye snow and ya blochi. It is not possible. So you understand? Those times say, no, na ba wole kakadan. With a member so but we have a way of wearing it.
So Helen, all what you are saying is to justify women wearing trousers.
Women can wear trousers. Everything will be showing.
Just like the way you were.
I love wearing trousers because it makes you smart. Very smart.
You know what? Let me consider.
And tight, and I wear something bigger on top. Just like jalabia.
Heavenly Father, direct my interview.
Amen.
D-Black, fala. Na baby, I'm a mini kwa no pay. First of all, say tattoo to me ya wo bema huana. And I'm doing the mic. I feel about it be na media. D-Black.
Yes, boss.
The question may sound silly, but why are you still doing music?
When you're passionate about something, regardless of whatever you're doing that you're successful at, you still come back to what you're passionate about.
Because I don't know what else you want to see. You've seen it all, and
it's about being passionate about what you do. I'll give you another example. You can ask somebody like Bolare why he'll still be on radio.
That's true.
But when you're passionate about what you do, you're gonna keep doing it. Nothing's gonna make me stop making music.
How do you feel, sir, with all the passion, with all the professional training you've had in it, with all the experiences, your system non say, and shedam wow?
I wouldn't say that. I owe everything that I've done and everything that I have to music, to be honest with you, because it's given me platforms to be able to do so many other things with my brand. It's not just about selling music and performing. I'll give you like a short run through.
Okay.
2010 was the release of my first album.
Yep.
It was an all English rap album. I didn't have a lot of commercial success in Ghana, but I got nominated for the BETs and I got a lot of international recognition. And it translated to Ghana 2 years after that. I did a song called Vera. I made a lot of revenue and I toured the world off that song. Then I followed up with another album with Castro. I had 2 songs with Castro that did very well. And it made me enough revenue to invest in other businesses. So everything came from the music. And then I invested in an events company. The events company gave me enough money to invest in a club. The club gave me enough revenue to invest in a lounge, record label. And it all came from the music. So I wouldn't say music now, Boame. I owe it all to the music because that's where everything started from.
Black, what kind of the you owe it all to the music. Music, no, indirectly, Amawa be this several means of income. If you were practicing the same music, let's say in Europe, Umfile said music on its own will directly have brought you.
Yes, definitely. I believe so. Depending on the level of success you attain. There's people that are talented and are in Europe and haven't attained success from the music. So being here and rapping in English, being able to go this far, I'm only grateful for it. I could have been anywhere in the world doing the same thing and not be successful.
Nah.
And we know in Ghana, the masses listen to music made in a local dialect.
Yeah, no
English music isn't really the most popular genre of music, whether rap or singing, over here. So to be able to be called a mainstream artist for so many years, making music in English, I'm only grateful.
Now, D Black, at least, what see your local dialects way back home, So why wouldn't them say Ghana had a dodo na kechi?
Yeah.
Why still this English thing?
Okay, so I'll be very honest with you. When I always say diulim, I don't have a firm enough grasp of the local language to be able to make music in it. I didn't grow up speaking Tree and Ga. I learned them later on. Like Tree, for instance, I learned that when I went to boarding school in Kufridia, in Produce.
Okay.
That's when I started learning Tree. And Ga, my mother is part Ga, so I used to speak Ga with my grandmother, only at home. I didn't have friends who were speaking Ga, so it took me time to get to that point. But my father and my mother always spoke English with me, so that's what I have a firm grasp of. So if I want to express myself best, it's through English. I'm not going to try and do what I'm not good at.
That's an interesting answer. If you just tune a higher OK 101.7 FM, my guest is D Black, and we just about getting started. All the messages are talking about D Black's microphone not working. I've given him full volume. Sound and the voice in Ebia, yeah, the secret mic no be can idea who na Let's say I'm on a double mic. I'm on a Korean or Bia Kasa. But that is how D Black talks. I mean, you can't force him to change it. It could also be say he's tired. Time when I will free OS Senra.
4 a.m.
4 a.m. and Anapi.
Yeah.
That's a normal time you leave there?
I left early because of you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I gave you my word, so.
Thank you.
I don't remember the last time I did an interview in the morning.
Wow. Now, what is a daily routine like for you?
Boy, yeah. If I take you through it. I have an office in North Kanishi, events and a record label, advertising. So I go there in the morning, maybe like around 11. By 3, I'll head to. I'm very hands-on, so I'll probably go to Oasis or Onyx to check on stuff. If I'm actively promoting a song, in between those times, I'll be doing the same thing. I'll probably go see my kids maybe once, twice a week. In that period, go home, probably record from like 8 to about 10, rest for like 2 hours, and go to work at a club or the lounge. Almost every day of my life. Some more show that comes in there somewhere. If I have other personal commitments, I also come in there somewhere. If I have an interview in the morning like yours, that will also come in.
D Black, they will can say enya better sir.
At all.
Until success yes celebrity. This is how it came by.
Yeah.
Back to back hard work.
Yep.
How do you feel say if you are signing artists back on means and be after a year and a half, they feel now what D Black, look at where you've reached. We've been with you a year, still you do now we're wasting your time. I mean
that's fine. To be honest with you, it didn't take me a year and a half to get to this point. So if an artist doesn't have the patience to realize that you have to toil to get to that point, regardless of who's backing you or who's pushing you, then I'm not meant to work with that person because we don't have the same mindset.
Does it discourage you?
Not at all. I'm a giver. I like to help people. So when things like that happen, I just take it like, oh, my boy will be the best way I can, and I leave it at that.
Son, I won't say a business gone bad.
Honestly, I'm so passionate about music that I look at it more as a passion to help than as a business when I sign someone. It's because I believe in your music and I believe you can go far. And like I said, it's about 3 success stories, so I'm comfortable, you know.
Until Patrick was signing artist, it's more of a passion to help than business to gain your investments back.
Yes.
Oh, Black, I don't know.
I can explain it. Okay. To invest in a new artist, it's you. First off, is the artist feeding off your brand that you built. And then you investing financially, you investing time and energy. And now when you put all of that together, it's a big investment. Now, we all know artists don't start making money from the jump. And when they start making money, it comes in little droplets. It'll take a while to make that money back. I could take that same investment and invest in myself and make that money in 3 months.
Because you're already there.
Yes. But I'm doing it for this new artist because I like the music and I like the brand. And I just want to help. If we make money, that's wonderful for all of us, you know? That's the plan. If it doesn't work out, fortunately, I just helped. So I'm fine with that.
Woma almost ntiasie no answer na mo be start adwuma. I mean, do you give them that understand? Some crata you're signing.
I mean, yeah.
Then there's some working on somebody's mindset to understand. Say, look, idea hui. And
bro, I'm a workaholic. If you're around me and you can't see it and you can't emulate it, then there's a problem somewhere. I'm a serious workaholic. I have 3 interviews after this. And die.
Still pushing Fala for the 3 interviews. So what is this about?
Yep.
Nadi Black, boo. All the questions I rose down, besides one, because of the yes, because of the way the there is a live interview. We're having a conversation. So once the conversation is sustaining my interest, why do I say I'm going to what I've scripted down?
I feel you.
D Black of all persons are releasing you featuring another heavyweight in the rap sector, Medical. And you are going on about 4 interviews in one day to push that song.
Yeah.
Obibeka say, that's a D Black there with the Texty Halifax name, Bosco name, and the Dusty name, Sammy Flex. I know they say.
No, bro. I feel when you are releasing music and you want to promote it, treat yourself like you're a new artist and go out there and promote it.
Patrick can be when you are releasing music.
Yeah.
And you want to promote it
properly. Yeah.
Treat yourself as a new artist and go all out.
I haven't done this in over 3 years because I was focused on other things. But when you're focused on promoting your song, treat yourself like you're a new artist. Come down to the level and promote your music. It's your job. Don't feel too big. Would you, man? What's stopping you from not going out there to promote your music?
Because me a star. I say Obiambo, Mumbuaye na.
Chop the star.
And chop some sushi too as well.
I beg you.
Okay, 101.7 F. My guest here, D Black of Black Avenue Music, or the Fufrob, a new one called Fala, featuring Medical himself, and interesting convo. Honestly, Yen Shedan Kan Yum who we've spoken about his businesses, ne Oasis, ne Nyum, his style of promoting his songs, his education, and other stuffs. As I said, and maybe a phone line on time, but still send me. Okay. A lot of questions coming in here. Let's see. The error has been solved. Let's do this. Fala eminede. Free. Fala. Kasa ben.
It's a pigeon.
Pigeon
tree.
But why
it's a term.
Why natural lyrics no?
Let me try.
Okay. Inti Fala would share on Kasa ben.
It's a term. It's a street term. And I can't tell whether it's tree or pigeon, you know.
Fala. Okay, maybe your phone line is nice if we can. Fala.
Yeah, Fala. I think it's tree.
Okay, until then, Fala.
Everything. Well, I'm speaking about situations that young guys find themselves in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If you understand, you understand. I don't want to go in depth about
it. Oh, I don't understand.
You understand.
I don't understand. I mean, I can understand. If like I'm growing gray hair, I'm not.
That's why you understand. You've been around for a while.
Okay, let me do this. Ebia mean shed and tea nyomono. It's here for Bosco. Let's take the song from the top. D Black featuring Medical. Or see a friend yomno Fala. And meaning there see Fala means free. Trese, just take no, this one free show. Trese, we a bema. I mean, no darling. Fala, manin rider. And I see you no mean yes. Or see, Missy means yes, and see, Mammy Bonyum no, and shut down about 3 minutes. Okay, and let's discuss this then lyrics by lyrics, word by word. Let's do it. And see, D Black, you know,
what y'all say?
Is this the song?
Yes.
Where can we get it? Maybe you say on download it now on to be on the
video is out. It's on YouTube and it's on UTV. It's on a lot of different stations. And if you want to download it, it's on all platforms from Apple Music to Google Play to everywhere.
I see. And see, level Ben as I would do star level now. Won't you be Ubefa no Fala?
Obiano the level. Obiane the level.
No, the black radio used to educate, entertain, and inform, educate. And when I watch on you, and the level ben I would don't say, Massa.
Many Socrates, no, he do level I interview.
Helen. Helen, I mean, pass up position with my no. We all bar. Them to me do level beer. And yes, I want to be.
Oh, bitch, you pay no matter how old. Ito mo mami ken papa kan ha kral nche you ken na shika ne ken no ba bie ko e ken papa ke so ani ko.
No, but if you listen to the lyrics, in fact, nyum no call Helen, when him there me call Google and I just type Fala D Black featuring medical lyrics. So I was reading the lyrics. I was reading the lyrics as the song was being sung. Say what you are rent. You are bribia.
You still pay.
But
you know you still you have still paid.
But you know
pay rent
There be to say on chia bill me no we chia dada.
We chia dada.
When you level be say on chia bill.
Even your strength, your energy, you think that it is free, it is not free.
But you know what? If you listen to the song, to the end of the song, I say at the end, my brothers, you cannot avoid it.
And who goes about from Crobetia?
You can't avoid it. This is a wish.
Okay.
But to be honest, I doubt you can avoid.
Into the black fresh boy to sell. Great achiever under 40. Once upon a time United Nations celebrity ambassador. You've won the BET. You have a chain of businesses. The black. Ugusutia.
I refuse to comment on this matter.
I also give me with you.
We don't have the papa.
You support.
Papa no.
You support.
You have to pay.
Yeah.
You have to.
Well, what you are yanka? Obi nipa no be use iPhone. And says obi via phone no cra on to me access the data. The black.
So great.
That's
your brother.
Halifax, do you also pay?
Okay.
You don't understand, so don't tell me.
Safo for Mike no bako. Na Helen for Odi no man.
Helen
Onti asie.
Onti asie, so you won't understand.
But D Black, what has I mean?
I see where you are trying to go with me.
You don't understand.
D Black.
But you make me understand.
D Black.
Yes, bro.
And now if we say won't you have biom send pa no so be like on leaky video.
It's just an unfortunate incident that happened, you know. And
now you understand it.
Yeah. Halifax has tricked me.
No. I mean,
you will think fast.
So
this is part of the questions you wrote.
Oh no.
You are not answering the question.
Oh, baby, Black. I don't know which you are. Video way about to.
It's just unfortunate, you know. I always said this, you know. I've been without controversy my whole career, and it hardly happens, you know. There's always an unfortunate incident that happens to like somebody in the public eye. So it's just unfortunate on my part that it happened. This is not characteristic of my brand, but it happened and I just had to deal with it.
Your wife never go angry about it?
I'm not married, so it's just an unfortunate incident.
Your mom never got worried about it?
I mean, these are things that you can't speak on publicly. You know? It's family, it's personal. It's just unfortunate that it happened. You know? I just had to deal with it. You know?
Why didn't you pay?
Why didn't I pay what?
Oh, because what I heard was that OBC said wouldn't you or be release a video, no? At least the latest. Just pay Black Oscar.
It's not your information is not really what it is.
Okay, then educate the public on what it is. OBIT.
Like I said, there's some things that you can't really speak on.
They be. Bisa will say why natural video no. Maybe I would say, Obi see some went to your belly video, and then I'm went to ya. We see a new crack. Into about no video no about.
To be honest with you, I don't know. And it's not something that I want to speak on, you know. This is not characteristic of my brand. And as you could tell, I never spoke about it.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't really want to speak about it. I want to focus on the positives and leave the negatives alone. You know?
I think welcome will be.
I've always been like that.
Watch your BT.
There be, but
is a woman married?
It's not something that's characteristic of me. So I see it. I deem it as an unfortunate incident, and speaking about it is not really.
Is it a new video?
Is it a what?
Is it a new video?
All I've said, I don't want to speak about it.
Well,
still going
see, if you answer this one, it would help you and I. Because perception no say because of fala nyomuno. Intina mu share that trust our video.
No, a lot of people don't even understand. Do you know when I released fala?
No, tell us.
People don't know. I released fala last year in December.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we're about to shoot the video, and then Corona happened.
Oh, okay.
And I was stuck in the States for about 5 months. So when I came back, I still wanted to shoot the video for it. So I shot the video for it. And it just coincided.
Pure coincidence.
Yep.
A positive coincidence. I mean, a negative video that has brought some positivity to your new song.
Amen to that.
Any lessons learned? I mean, for those of us who are still naughty and we want to are quite adventurous.
Keep your privacy. Keep your privacy. Keep your privacy. It's important. That's a big lesson learned for me.
If I'm sorry, or see on can who be into on cancer sem no be into more questions no na one natural video no na
how's the production house
they be stop those pornographic questions they be I mean to me be sad no pa.
But I'm trying to understand something.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of the people that listen to radio, TV, and on social media, things like this excite them more than the positive news.
Is this negative news?
Of course it is.
What's negative about it? The leakage is the negativity.
Imagine,
but the Kama Sutra lessons.
No, it's not positive news.
But you did a decent production, nothing short.
But you said it yourself. Negative situation turn to a positive situation.
When I will see a negative, so I asked you, could we say that negativity?
It is negative. It's not something I'm proud of.
Nothing showed.
Yeah,
nothing.
But I'm not proud of it. You know, and there was so much attention given to it. But I saw another example. When the Dr. Ewan situation happened, when it was a positive that weekend,
nobody spoke about it.
Very few people spoke about it. Like, oh, Sarkodie and D Black have won. I saw it. But if you compare it to when
it's turned negative.
Oh my God. Why don't we celebrate more than Lord the negative news? It's a bit funny for me.
I thought you have a thick skin. Do this thing still worry you? Sir?
No. I have very, very thick skin, but this is just my thoughts.
Okay.
You know, it's not just about me. It's about the industry we're in. We don't celebrate the people that deserve to be celebrated as much as when they have negative situations or are in trouble. Then those news spread faster than their achievements. And I'm not talking about just me. Before I came, I saw who your guest was. I went and read about him. The news that's on top is negative from A+. Why? It's just a bit. What kind of industry are we in? And this is supposed to be an industry brother or compatriot.
Then D Black, why is it that some of you don't work your way into leadership? Namun changing your makakra. I mean, musica, gamro.
You know how old I am.
I don't know the exact age.
I'm 33. Very young, and I'll be honest with you. Whoever should be the leader of Musica or Gamro has to be a very selfless person, dedicated to, if it's Musica, it's the Musicians Union. Your main goal or your main agenda when you wake up every day going to work should be leading the musicians of Ghana to higher heights. Boss, I'm making music. I have a label, nightclub, lounge, events company. I honestly can't do it right now. I'm not. The person has to be very selfless and dedicated to just that. I read a lot. I've studied the industry a bit. I can offer help and advice and direction and stuff like that, but I can't be the president of Musica at this point. I'm doing too much. And I would not be in the right position to lead Musica or Gamro at this point. There's people that I know, somebody like KOD.
As in Kofi or Trey Darko. Yeah.
I feel like he's in a better position to lead Musica. He's been around for 20 plus years in the music industry. He's not actively creating music. He's not on radio anymore. You know, he has a yearly event that he does.
Rhythms on the Runway.
Yes. So I feel like he understands. He's learned. He travels. He reads. He understands that the music industry has gone.
He has that respect and command.
Yes.
We all respect KOD.
Yeah. KOD's in his 40s. He's more matured. We're still like trying to break boundaries in the music scene. So I definitely can't do that now. Maybe later on in life. But for me, at this point, I'm not there yet.
Understood. Let me ask one when I bring my panel members in. You come across as somebody who easily lets go.
Pardon?
You come across like somebody who easily lets issues go. When you're really offended or disappointed, or you go down, you feel, you know what, life goes on.
Yeah, that's how I am.
Where from that attitude?
Can you imagine me?
Oh, small big I'm small big.
Yeah, that's the end of it.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, but I feel like, why are you pondering and spending time on the negative when you can spend that time on doing something else that will benefit you? Why are you holding on to grudges? You know, life is too short for that. I've seen people fight and lose their lives, and then after that, what's next? You know, life is short. You only have one shot. You can't die twice.
Live wire events. I remember very well your promotion, Bukumban versus Aite Powers in Kumasi. I hadn't heard the name of the company, but I was seeing the banners all over Kumasi. I said, what was happening? I said, there's a D Black boxing. How? I mean, I was like, I didn't believe it's a D Black promoting the boxing event. D Black.
I was even doing football before that.
Really?
Celebrity soccer. So what that event was musicians and actors who love football create their own football teams.
Okay.
And we play against each other the whole day.
Okay.
And
so you could have, let's say, a D Black 11 versus Epatapa
11. There was Castro, there was Samini, Shatawale, EL, Stoneboy. Everybody had a team. We've done it about 4 times. Shatawale has won 2, Stoneboy has won 1. I remember the first one, Castro had a team, and the coach was Asamoah Jan. and Bafo Jan played, but they came last.
Wait, who was the referee?
This is official referees. We played, Lizzie Sports Complex have about 3 different
parks.
So Group A is here, Group B is here.
Oh, really?
So we play till we get to quarterfinals, and then we go on a big park. They were last.
But how come Bafo and Asamoah be in one team and...
Yep. But if you see Shatawale's players, Nima boys. Real footballers.
Really?
And we took it like, our friends, let me just call. Ha!
So you mean whilst you thought celebrity football, let's just go and have fun. Shatawale took it like World Cup.
Yo,
He brought defender,
team.
striker.
And Shatawale, when his team is leading, and the rule is that the celebrity has to play at some point.
Okay.
So Shatawale, when his team is leading 3-0, then he will come and play 5 minutes.
Say, I play this one here with the Tommy I score one.
He won it twice.
Wow.
Yeah, and then Stoneboy has won it once.
You also use the same tactics.
Stoneboy's own, it was very different. Because the one Stoneboy won, my team came last. So, Stoneboy was a goalkeeper.
I see.
Yeah, and I think we did that one in Koforidua. It was fun, and then that's what spawned the boxing one as well.
I see.
Because it was a musical concert that my company was trying to do with Sark and Shatawale.
Okay.
And then we infused the rematch.
Okay.
Boko Man Creative Powers. So we put a stage on top of the ring, and then I had Ifya come sing a national anthem before the fight. Then Kwakese came halfway between the bouts. Then Sarko there, then Shatawale closed the show. The sponsors gave like a Range Rover to the winner, which was Boko Banku. It was really, really, really something that I would never forget. I think that's my favorite event that my company has done.
How is it doing now? Live wire events. I mean
Corona stopped everything. We haven't been able to do anything this year, but we're planning to do celebrity soccer right after the elections. So if COVID is gone, we'll be doing that.
So this celebrity soccer I spoke about, I mean, is it a ticket event?
Yeah, it is.
And you have sponsors too?
We haven't secured any sponsors right now because we don't know whether we'll be in that capacity to be able to.
You know, I'm not talking about the one coming up. The ones you've done in the past.
Oh,
did you sell tickets?
We've had the first and second ones were self-financed.
Wow.
The third one, then we had sponsors. Joy Daddy.
So the spectators, do they have to pay to come and watch? Did they pay to come and watch?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, they did.
But where from all these creative ideas? I mean, somebody will think, I'd like to focus on this music and keep complaining that music, yes, you can.
I mean, you can't do that, especially in Ghana, you know. The music is not sustainable enough. You have to leverage on the brand that you create off making the music to do other things for yourself, you know.
Safo, before you pick the mic, let me pick one or two messages from Facebook. Lillian Amachi on Facebook, OK FM platform, OK 10.7 FM platform. It has been so interesting listening to D Black. Seriously, I thought it was boring though, personally, but love you. What's it? Okay. George Jimfy, you know what? I don't like doing this, but let me do this. Hate speech is evil.
Hate what?
Hate speech. Hate speech. So don't come on OKFM's platform and promote hatred against my guests. I take a strong exception to that. It is backward. There is no sense in it. Use your data for something more positive. You can disagree with my guests, but the type of words you are using here, I wouldn't even repeat them. It's you should be ashamed of yourself, whoever you are, George Mfi. What do you mean? It's a shame. I mean, the cyber people should pass their laws. You don't come and this is nonsense, to say the least. Lilian Amache says, you are so intelligent, to speak wisdom, keep it up, D Black. Efia Afra Frimpon says, Black, preach. Yes, it's really preaching. David Manson says, I love his business side of life. Super. Gentle Louis, D Black, much respect. Yeah, much respect. Safo,
yeah,
we've gone back and forth on a lot of issues, but don't forget his falla and then the refusing to pay and then the thing going. He said he won't talk about it. That doesn't mean we can talk about it.
D Black.
Yes, boss.
Now we can say music is not paying.
I wouldn't say it's not paying. I feel like you can do so much more. Okay, I feel like you could do so much more than just putting music out. when you have a strong brand, I feel like you could do so much more with a brand than just releasing music and performing and collecting streaming revenue. I feel like you can do so much more with it.
So you are making money.
By God's grace, I am.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
When you say that, it encourages more people to.
Safo, mpacho mic no why?
Okasa, a man for be broms on person invest in who say, oh, ska, still.
Yes,
it's
it's a very lucrative industry.
There be a kind of sending idea. A Juman in ye, Yashi woman, and their man.
Boss, like to be honest, you can be the most talented and most creative artist, singer, rapper, but if you don't apply your business, like, if you don't have a team or somebody who understands the business direction, if you as the artist doesn't have that, and then on top of that you don't have somebody on your team who does that, then it doesn't become lucrative for you. You're always struggling to make ends meet, even though you're an amazing artist. So that's the thing that's missing, and a lot of people don't have it. So you say Charlie anymore, but then have you looked at the team? Have you looked at how you're aside creating the music? What are you using the music to do? What are you using the brand that you've created to do for yourself? What are your other interests that you feel like you could tap into and engage in? Like, a lot of people don't do that. So then they'll say, oh, music, anymore. But when you look at it properly, you have somebody who understands.
Okay. So me tiewa wa mame pesi me bisa asem ba fufro based on asem a wo kan sesia no. You have a team our boa releasing any song. This song you should release here somewhere Ofaba is flying.
Yeah.
How come say what sign artists bebre? I didn't see that one for the same team no any the same model no. Intimate push you to the point that you only waste or call.
Okay, so the first artist I signed was Joey B. After 2 years, he had the biggest song in the country, Songa. He won Best New Artist of the Year. That was a success story for me. The second signing was...
His
contract was up.
But at least, if it's not broken, you don't fix it.
Okay, like there's something called growth. Everybody wants to grow and be their own person. Joey B is my next door neighbor. I've known him since he was 10. But
you've known each other.
Yeah. I'm only like 3 years older than him. Okay. 2 years older than him. And it was me just helping. Okay, let's do this. Let me put you on one of my songs, which was Vera, and he became successful. And when he felt like I got to the point where he wanted to do things on his own, I said, okay, cool, you can go do things on your own. Second was DJ Breezy.
Joey B. Hona, why are you successful? 2 years, contract no. We see footballers play a team, their contract, then they renew.
Yeah.
I didn't say that one renew. I want to point, Obi and Kase American, I didn't say that one renew by force, yes. But you see, for me as an artist, say me no be sign contract, ne I successful, my release a hit, Miss Nyeska. I didn't say that mean continue if everything is perfect.
As you can realize, Joey B has not signed to any other label since. He wanted to be on his own. And it's been, I think, 5 years. It's been 5 years since, and he's been on his own, making his own decisions. Everybody gets to a point in their lives where they want to do that for themselves.
So how about the other artists?
So, second person was DJ Breezy. Same thing, 2 years, 3 years, producer of the year, over 10 big songs, everywhere. Now, I never wanted to have a big label. I just wanted to invest and help. Yeah, so I'm telling you guys a whole story. So, starting with Wysa. Wysa was sending me emails and DMs. Boss, I really want to join your team. I want to hear your music. I wasn't ready for all of that. But after a while, DJ Breezy convinced me and said, boss, you're focusing on like different businesses. So for us who are focused on only the music now, why don't we create a bigger label and bring people in and try to help them and treat it as a business so that we can also grow. That's when we started looking at bringing in different people.
Okay. But that was before or after Joey B?
Way after. This is maybe like...
Wysa is after Joey B?
About 4 years after, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is...
So Wysa was the first artist?
No. So Wysa, you know, when that situation happened, when we're looking at artists, I wasn't really thinking about Wysa. So DJ Breezy said, I like Wysa. Like, I think he emailed me a couple of times and sent me some messages. So I went to my email, went to my Twitter inbox, and I saw it. I was like, oh, yeah. Then we went to this funeral in Jamestown with one of my managers. That's where he's from. And every 2 songs was a Wysa song. And everybody was going crazy. Some of the songs were old songs, some were new songs I never heard. And they were singing the songs and jumping and going crazy. And I said, how is this only popular in the Ghana community? Then Breezy said, remember I told you, let's work with him. Then I replied it. I said we could. I mean, if the Ghana community are going crazy over this, why can't we translate it for the rest of the country? So let's do it. Fortunately, unfortunately, we had picked about 4 people already to also help. And I'm not going to sideline those 4 people. And because of Wysa, bring him to the front. There's already 4 people there. So what I said I'm going to do is we're going to focus on the first person, go hard. But while we're doing that, we'll release a single or 2. And then we'll do like group singles as well. Just to get you still relevant on TV, people hear your music and still know that you're around. And when it's your time for the heavy promo, your time will come. So while we're doing that, we started with Sefa. So while we're doing that for Sefa, after the first year, the males started feeling like, no, I know if you wait, and that's what happened. Okay. So then I saw this one send me an email. I wanted to do my own thing. I said, okay.
And now you see, there's an opportunity that's for you to explain. But my last point, Halifax.
Hey, sir. Okay.
My last point is Wysa's issue.
Yeah.
There was a 10,000 issue, which on a xylophone, who can still be here. On a bag, semi first, who can still get a scan or so who can still be into. I rushed there, baby. I didn't know.
So do you want to hear the story?
Yeah, because I came there for you to give the money to me because you were the manager.
So let me tell you, and I think Halifax wants to know this as well.
I don't know.
I was asleep and they called me that this is what happened to Wysa.
Who called you?
They called.
Okay.
They called me from the office.
Okay.
And this is what had happened to Wysa. He had gone to court on his last day, and I knew he was going, and I thought everything was fine.
Everything was fine in what way?
In regards him being acquitted of the case, I didn't know he was going to be fined.
Did you give him a lawyer?
No, he had his own lawyer.
But you were the manager.
No. He had his lawyer before.
The case has started before I met him.
Oh, okay.
So this was just maybe like 10 months
Okay.
into. So he had gone, and they said some bail money.
But your team, you had a team at the.
So, Grace Afo,
Yeah.
you asked the man a question.
Yeah.
Let the man.
My actual manager was there.
Oh, okay.
So he's the one that called me and said, "Hey, Charlie, you put myself a handcuff inside." They say some fine. I said, "How much?" They said 7,000. So I sent the money. But then what had happened was Halifax too had sent money. But Wysa didn't tell me that Halifax had sent money. Till the whole thing blew.
Wait, I beg you. You send it 7,000 to Wysa.
Yeah.
Through who?
My manager.
Mobile money.
No, cash.
Cash.
Yeah.
To the manager.
Yeah.
To pay.
Yeah.
And Halifax by then also send money
Yes.
to pay.
Yes.
So the 7,000, did your manager bring it back to you?
No. I gave it to Wysa.
And what about my 10,000?
That was between you and him.
So yours didn't come to you?
No.
Mine too didn't come to me?
Yes.
Oh, Nyami, why?
So that's on
But you know what?
Yeah.
And then somebody else also, I don't want to mention who. Somebody else also gave money. But Wysa is a good person. We were all in a group chat. And I said, Wysa, this is what I advise you to do. With all this extra money you have, get a new place and give everybody on the label, from the managers who supported you, the other new artists who are not making money, and he did that.
Wow,
Okay.
that's great.
Gave everybody.
You know what? This is live radio. And based on what you have said now, if it's true,
Yeah.
then I'm sorry.
Thank you.
What an interview. Let's move away from this Wiser thing. I learned my lessons.
What lesson did you learn?
Oh, no. You see, okay, there's it. Sometimes we need to think about the future. We need to think about tomorrow. We shouldn't let this new artists, up and coming guys who come within our way. If you don't handle it well, it's mass relationship with somebody you have a mutual respect for. Because it's made us like, what is D Black say? I mean, what is that?
I remember very well.
No, I
D
came
Black.
to Zara and said I'm coming to collect the money.
I remember.
I'm like,
yes,
if D Black has an act and I've helped, have I committed a crime? It's
You know,
nothing.
in the beginning,
It's-
I didn't even know. So I said, he's lying.
So that was like, what was D Black
I
talking
paid the
about?
money. Who is this person? Who's that? Before, Wisa told me, oh, Charlie, in your new
He didn't say the money there.
Okay, so somebody too would ask, Halifax, why didn't you ask D Black before you intervened?
Yes, and then I heard your answer.
That's
Wisa is your friend.
I mean,
So if you have an issue-
when Wesa was going to D Black, he discussed with, I said, yes, a great guy. Go 5-year contract. Come on, go. You no matter what happens, you wouldn't be the loser. So if I think I was in the office when did I see online or somewhere he was in cuffs? I was like, oh, Charlie, what's up? I couldn't reach him. There was no one coming to ask you. The report was that a couple of it.
Yeah.
So I think was it attractive or somebody? I said, let me talk to you. Is he true? He said, can you send somebody over? I didn't need to come and ask you, I want to help your artist. You know, I believe I was managing an artist by then. If you saw my artist in such a situation,
And he was my friend.
and he was your friend,
I'll do this
and you
thing.
have the money, you wouldn't say, well, let me go and ask for cause. There is nothing like I'm going to confirm and come and have, but it's
Yeah.
but I'm happy we handled it well. It's it's more comments coming in before Helen Omabo comes in. George James says blackmail is evil. You never know when it will end. D Black now he doesn't want to talk about this blackmail issue. He says we should talk about his fella. No politics here, please. I agree. You are so intelligent to speak wisdom. Keep it up. D. Yes, that is true. Ransford Addo. D Black is very bold. Wow. I like the way he the vibe. Vera. Me where you do me like that. Blackmore. Pojoba. We're proud of you. That is from Nana Ajiman Kofi.
Thank you.
George James Fihali. I was only saying it is not good for people. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you. And that is one thing I love about my production. So when you say a negative comment, they just delete it. And say George James Fee, not you, your George James Fee. Why? You were against blackmail. And D Black, I love your calmness.
Thank you.
It's from a lady.
Fala.
Kweku Mola, D Black speaks too deep. Why? It is true. It is true. He's a deep guy. Chris Kote, so leave Wisa alone here. Solution, D Black is a great man. The way he responds to questions is a sign of maturity. Let me explain to you. If you listen to him well, you know where he grew up in a home. Somebody who has a degree in economics, another one in BFA.
Okay, so let me correct that. I never finished my degree in economics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So whoever wrote that, my second year, I left UCC because I wanted to pursue the arts.
I didn't finish your UCC. If you've gone halfway, yes, 2 years.
We can go Cape Coast by this time.
No, I mean by then.
No, I wanted to pursue the arts. I wanted to do film. I wanted to do music. So that's when I went to Legon.
Oh, okay. So you were in second year UCC when you left for Legon.
Yeah. So I have one degree. I don't have 2 degrees. I didn't finish the first one.
Oh, okay. Maybe the info is.
I should have just kept quiet and collected the 2 degrees on my head.
Just like you collected the Man's United Nations Award. But you cry, D Black. Why? How come the guy swerved you? I mean, couldn't you have read between the lines?
No, you and there's nobody here
Uh-huh.
that would have read between the lines.
Aye.
Okay, so this is a story.
Mm-hmm.
I've only spoken about this once, but it's going to show tomorrow on the Biggest Antenna show. So really, nobody's heard me talk about it.
Okay.
No, I spoke about it on Anama McBrown here as well.
Yeah, I watched you.
So I received a letter in my email, and letter in the office. I'm stuck in America, Corona time, and it's labeled United Nations backed award scheme, and I'm a former United Nations celebrity ambassador. So
that's
in
true.
my head, and this is 2011. So in my head, I feel like maybe there's a connection to something. I know about the sustainable developmental goals for the UN and stuff. I feel like maybe there's a connection somewhere. And they invite me to an event for an award show to receive an award 4 months ahead. So first of all, anybody that does that, you know they are planning well.
Exactly.
So I bookmark it. I finally get back to Ghana. And they are following up with emails. They're calling the office.
Wow.
Asking how many people. They want the actual names of the people.
Whoa.
Attending.
Proper protocol arrangements.
Yes. I don't know about any Dr. UN or. So I said, listen, they want me to come with a +1, but I can't go with a +1. Unfortunately, I'm going with 7 people.
7.
So tell them if you can give me.
But they black also be GGU and what could be I just said never 7 do it.
I almost went in my mother. I almost went in my mother. So I said, I'm coming with 7 people. That's my team. And if you can accommodate that, we will come. So they said yes, they could accommodate. The day before the award show, I asked my assistant in the office what the tickets were. And they said they had agreed to the 7 immediately. And I said, where are the tickets? And they said they've sent a brochure.
Mm-hmm.
But they said they'll bring the tickets tomorrow.
Wow.
I said they'll bring the tickets tomorrow, the day of the event. Send me a picture of the brochure. So he sends it to me. And I looked at it. And what was in the letter, that official letter, was different from what was on the brochure. Now it said world something something else.
Something achievement excellence.
Achievement excellence. I said, So they brought me the brochure and said that, when we get to the venue and we mention the names that we had sent, that's how we get
They will let you in.
So I opened the brochure and I saw guests of honor, performers, dignitaries. I saw Minister of Interior,
Wow.
Minister of Defense, Vice Presidents, Pedro Nkrumah, performers, Daughters of Glorious Jesus. I was like, this is going to be a solid event.
Oh, yeah. High class.
I went with him. I said, okay, so we have a dinner at 9:30. So let's go there at 7. Quickly, by 9 we leave. So we got there. I saw Sarkodie there. It's going to be none of the people that I saw in the brochure were there.
Interior Minister absent. Defense Minister absent.
Nobody was
the
there.
Vice President.
However, there were like a lot of chiefs. There was a former Kumasi mayor who gave a very heartfelt speech. But then one of the MC was talking, and the MC was just backbiting left and right. It was a female, Charlie. Poor English, poor sound. I said, Charlie, these people are joking. So when they ban on, then me and Sarkodie look at each other and we start laughing. At a point, they told the band to play another song. And the band was next to us. The band said, "Oh,
ABBA."
And I was like, what type of event is this? But then the former Kumasi mayor came, gave a speech about how he started. And at that point, I knew there was something wrong. But I didn't know exactly what it was till Dr. UN showed up. He took the mic from the MC and started emceeing the event himself.
The chief executive himself.
He emceed the rest of the event. And then when he said back then when I was in Harvard, then this my friend looked at me and said,
"Hey,
Harvard." So I told my manager, let's leave. And he went and told them that I'm leaving. So immediately he called me to pick up my award. Sarkodie had already picked his up. And I didn't know anything was wrong till days after. Social media was on fire.
The Black.
So then I went back.
Uh-huh.
I looked at the brochure. I looked at the email. I said, hey.
You now saw the contradictions. Okay, so what did you get? Mebao, into the Black. Unya plate and unya dade ponko and unya unya flag. Then unya.
I mean, your plaque and some necklace, but people didn't see the necklace. Took it off. If people saw it,
was it silver, gold, bronze?
There was a gold plated thing on it, but then the rest was in some other material.
It's like a.
Oh, you see the way I was dressed, the way I was dressed, it didn't go with my outfit. So as soon as I stepped outside, I took it.
Oh no, we should have taken a picture of that necklace. Have you returned his whatever to him?
No, I haven't.
You have to just burn it.
But I like the way you take it cool, you laugh over it and you move on.
You know what?
Tell me.
Abeku called me for. Abeku was the one who drew my attention to what was happening.
Even Abeku Santana.
He called me and said, Black, are you on Twitter? I said, no. What's going on? Go on Twitter and call me back. So I went and I saw what was happening. So Abeku was the first interview that I've done on TV. And while I was sitting with Abeku doing this interview, Abeku had planned and flew Dr. Ewan from Kumasi. And he walked in on the set. The show tomorrow 5 p.m. on UTV.
Whoa.
And I mean, his water under the bridge is passed. So he apologized.
Doctor apologized to you and everybody, or?
Yeah, I told him I apologized to everybody.
Else?
He said, I didn't say else, but he said.
But in your mind, else?
Meaning? Meaning so through.
Now, I didn't know what to
Abeku was very blunt
and
said, so this was not a UN-backed event. He said, no. And he said, sorry. And he apologized that Ghanaians took it the way they took it. I mean, I think it's tomorrow. So
yes, the OK, it's now UTV, 5 p.m. UTV. UTV be this interview, no, on a 2 time.
Then he said he wants to record music, so he made him freestyle.
Time Abeku ma Dr. UN Beshia D Black. Nkomo mu boy chopper di baye ni freestyle onye nyina echina 5 p.m. UTV beyi into
Halifax, answer my question no.
Dear he.
Me say na dear ni wo tiri we mra uhun no say ana da bia na so person.
Okay, so I'll be honest with you. So much time has gone by. So when I saw him, I started laughing. It was just funny for me. When I saw him in the suit coming, I just started laughing. If it was 2 weeks ago, it would have been a different situation. I got invited here with him, and I didn't come because I was still very angry at the situation. So I didn't show up. But last week, it was just funny for me at that point because time had gone by.
And that is one thing I've said about D Black. He easily forgives, forgets, and let's go. Helen.
He's not like
Yapo.
baby face.
Wow, when you have been my D Black. Yapon come off
fine.
Sir.
It's like this is something I think they have to be very they have to do due diligence to anything that comes
forget
to
Dr. Ewan, my Yanka Fala.
The Fala thing, I don't know what motivated him. Maybe
but he has explained it to you.
He has explained.
Experience.
I think, experience. But that one, he was dodging that thing. You understand?
Yeah.
He was dodging. They can't feel it last year, December, and all that. But all the same, no, try to. Because you have to pay, no matter what. You can't say it is going to be a Fala thing.
Helen, for how long should we keep paying? Investments.
I mean, the women,
let's equal rights. This is equal rights.
Equal rights. What I do is not what you do.
What are you talking?
By making home and everything, when you come, no, we have to take care of everything. But now, my advice,
a woman can also do
we do it better, and that is what we are doing now. So what we have to also do is
when you watch these foreign movies, we see these women building houses for their guys, buying cars. Ghana had the
come on, build up Jebo. But the last thing is an advice. When you enter the room now, with the ladies, you guys have to be very careful. How you use security. It's very necessary. You might not know when and where, because if you don't pay, That is where the thing. For how long are you going to pay? You understand? So it's like when you enter, make sure I have a
friend called George Clifford. I have a friend called George Clifford, who's entertainment editor for Daily Guide. So we have this events, and the venue had this movie rooms on top, but it belongs to a friend. So I said, "Oh, George Clifford, Beatwaves, Daily Guide." Say, "Oh, it's late. It's past 3 a.m. and you are tipsy. Don't drive home. Let me give you one of the rooms upstairs. After all, you are not alone." You know what George did? Addo hon and G curtains. Or should I say camera where Chiana? Or ma sofa so. Or should I say camera where Siana? 6 a.m. I go to the room the next morning. He was still searching for a camera. George and I. Well, no. I say Halifax, I don't trust you. I mean, this is true. Why now? George Clifford went round, so the woman asked me, and she shared names.
Halifax,
Halifax, but that one she shared names. I mean, they handle.
This is good.
It's been interesting talking to you.
Thank you so much.
I have enjoyed every bit of the interview. If you are an up-and-coming act or you are a new artist, please learn from this man. He's still below 35 and he's achieved so much from the same music industry. I see you now being boy and I say you and say you. Or the music fame no projecting in other businesses. Nah, it's been a lot of hard work. Let us learn from him. Let us celebrate him. Helen, what's the same view?
Because him like Momo sometimes say and you'll be over and never fatano because it's him. Even if he's not a musician, he's not if he enter any office, let me speak.
Helen,
let me
say
be
what
blunt.
you want to say. What is it?
What I want to say is you are not the panel. Because when he enters the office, fine. He looks cute.
Helen Omabo, you see D Black is saying.
He looks edible. I mean, no go to buy a toffee na buy a what? Thank you.
Na ya toffee na ebe kika.
Both.
Fala.
You toffee and then you kika. So when he enters, you give it to him. You give it to him. So it's not about fame. You don't fella.
Man cannot cry, mommy. Wait. Sometimes she dey over me. And so Chris Medasi, Helen, also Medasi, Yamin Shramo. Yes.
And you just message in a pair.
But
the composition and the arrangement in the good.
Thank you.
This is a song you would dance to before you listen to the West Woman. Yeah. My advice in my man say, Omunti West advice no more than somebody sakeke. Don't find one.
Well, I'm surprised somebody is still texting this question. D Black, almost then it social media handles.
D Black GH everywhere.
Of course, I mean D Black GH everywhere. And one for question number, so I'm upon. Say, why are you not married despite your investments?
Oh, give me 2 years.
To think about it. D Black, I'm on it. Thanks so much for honoring my interview. Despite I can see that you've done an all-night at the lounge and then you've been here this morning. Saturday night we'll join you.
Thank you. I'll expect you guys.
Thanks so much.
Thank you too.
Okay, into here for Fala, and it's everywhere. The music video is already out. Just look for a D Black featuring Medical Fala. And let's promote a brother or a whiskey and another video and by now. Yes, we are not. Anyway. Glory over here. Any David Pablo, Nyami Shamunina, Nyami Adoma, Monday morning, I'll be right here. It is 12 o'clock. Let's cross over to Peace 104.3 for the midday news. Fala.